You're watching Reality Check. In the past year, the bogey of love jihad, the unverified claim of a Muslim conspiracy to convert women of other faiths on the false premise of love, has seen an escalation across India. A number of BJP-led states have even passed so-called love jihad laws, which effectively seek to criminalize interfaith marriages. Despite little or no proof to back claims of a conspiracy, this dangerous and divisive narrative has now entered the sensitive waters of Jammu and Kashmir, with Sikh leaders, mainly from the Akali Dal, taking to the streets, claiming that multiple Sikh women are being forced into marriage with Muslim men and forcibly converted. The stakes were raised even higher with appeals to the governor and the Home Minister. This high decibel campaign suggested rampant cases of forcible conversion, but in the end, only 3 instances have come to light, and in each of those cases, there is little to no evidence to support the claims of so-called love jihad, with each of the so-called victims claiming that their relationships were consensual, of their own free will. Yet, such was the pitch of the controversy that one of them, a young woman called Manmeet, who said that she had married a Muslim man, Shahid Bhatt, was married off to a Sikh man on Tuesday in Srinagar. The Sikh groups claimed that she was forcibly abducted and converted by Shahid, but consider the facts. This is Manmeet's marriage certificate. In that she says she is about 19 years old and married to a Shahid Bhatt. The agreement is dated the June 22nd of 2021. Manmeet describes herself as Zoya in these court documents. The document says that both parties, and this is both of them testifying, both parties have fallen in love. Both husband and wife say they are not minors, they are majors in sound state of health and mind. Zoya / Manmeet, in a separate affidavit to court, said that she converted to Islam of her free will, that she is of sound mind, she can differentiate between right and wrong, and she converted to Islam without fraud or force. She says she's been following Islam for a year.
हो गया, इतनी छोटी हो गई।
छोटी हूँ तो क्या छोटी हूँ मतलब?
लोग इतने छोटे हो आप।
जो मैंने किया था नहीं होना चाहिए, कोई मुझे फोर्स नहीं कर सकते इससे। आप लोग बहुत बड़ा कर
फोर्स नहीं यार, गलत नहीं आगे कुछ से बात कर रही हूँ।
मैं भी
आराम से।
ठीक है ना, प्यार से बता रही हूँ, बार बार यहाँ मुझे फोर्स मत करो।
मतलब घर में परेशानी देखी है, तभी तो इन चीजों से भागना चाहती है।
नहीं, जो मैं बोल रही हूँ, जो मेरी माँ मुझे फोर्स की, तुम मुस्लिम की खाद होगी, पता नहीं क्या। पहले मेरी माँ खुद का कैरेक्टर जाके चेक करे, फिर वो दूसरों पे जज करे।
मतलब मैं समझ गई ना, तुमने अपने घर पे देखा आराम से, मिसल चिल बात। मतलब वही तुमने अपनी मम्मी को देखा।
मैंने अपनी मम्मी को नहीं देखा ना, मुझे वो बात लानी थी बीच में, ठीक है।
मैं समझ गई। मैं
अब जो बोल रही है मुस्लिम इतना वो हाईलाइट करी ना बात को, पहले खुद देखो खुद का क्या किया था, मेरे भाई ने खुद क्या किया था, ठीक है। बस लड़की चाहे वो मुस्लिम की हो चाहे वो सिख की हो।
हाँ नहीं यार, सबकी बेटियां साझी होती है,
ठीक है ना। ये थिंकिंग नहीं है कि मैं मुस्लिम की लड़की भगा के लाऊंगा फिर मेरी शान बढ़ेगी, वॉटेवर पता नहीं क्या क्या। पहले अपना कैरेक्टर देखी, फिर मुझे जज करे। बाकी मैंने जो किया अपनी मर्जी से किया, मुझे फोर्स नहीं कर सकता, ठीक है।
पक्का रेडी है फ्यूचर की लाइफ?
मैं रेडी हूँ।
अगर कुछ भी गलत हुआ तेरे,
मैं रेडी हूँ। मेरी प्रॉब्लम है, मैं देख लूंगी।
एक लाइफ मिली है,
मैं रेडी हूँ।
ये नहीं चाहती थी कि लाइफ में तू कुछ आगे।
मुझे उसके साथ रहना है या मैं सुसाइड करूंगी।
सुसाइड बिल्कुल नहीं, पागल है।
आपने फोर्स मत करो।
नहीं, मैं तेरे को जाने बता रही हूँ, सुन पागल है, मेरी बात सुन। मैं तुझे पता क्या बोल रही हूँ, देख तेरा ये जिंदगी में नहीं था कि तू कुछ पढ़े कुछ बने और उसके बाद कुछ करे।
मैं चेक करूंगी क्या नहीं करूंगी।
Okay, so that was an audio recording of Manmeet / Zoya supposedly in a police station where she was being forced by 2 unidentified people to actually go back on her decision to marry. The police have off the record said that such a recording was made. Now, despite her repeatedly claiming consent, a court handed Manmeet over to her family and she was married off to another Sikh, Sukhpreet Singh, on Tuesday. Local politicians claimed she was never married to a Muslim man, even though, as we just saw, there was official proof of that. And Manmeet's husband, her Muslim husband, is still in jail on charges of kidnapping. The second case, highlighted by the Sikh leaders, was of a woman called Dhanmeet, who they say was allegedly forcibly converted at gunpoint. Also, this case doesn't seem to be based on facts. Here are excerpts from a video that Dhanmeet released, in which she says that she converted to Islam and her marriage goes back to 9 years ago. She rebuts the love jihad allegation and says, don't politicize it.
धनमीत मैं हूँ, मेरा मसला आज का नहीं है। मैं 2012 में कन्वर्टेड हुई हूँ। 2014 में मेरे निकाह हुए हैं मेरे बैचमेट मुजफ्फर के साथ, जो मेरी और उसकी रजामंदी से हुए हैं। उसके बाद 6 जून 2021 में अपने घर से निकली। मैंने अपने घर में कॉल भी किया कि मैं अपनी मर्जी से निकली हूँ, मुझे ढूंढना नहीं। और विदिन 2 घंटे में पुलिस ने मुझे लोकेट कर दिया और सदर पुलिस स्टेशन बागात ले आए, जिसमें ऑलरेडी पूरी सिख कम्युनिटी और मेरी फैमिली वहां पर थी। उसके बाद SHO ने मेरा स्टेटमेंट लिया, जो मेरा स्टेटमेंट सिर्फ ओरल ले रहा था। मैंने उसको ये बोला, आप मेरा स्टेटमेंट रिटन कीजिए, आप जो मैं बोल रही हूँ रिटन कीजिए। मैं उनको ये बता रही थी 2012 में मैं कन्वर्टेड हुई हूँ, 2014 में मेरे निकाह हुए हैं, मेरे डॉक्यूमेंट्स हाई कोर्ट के हैं, आप एक बार डॉक्यूमेंट्स चेक कीजिए मेरे। और इतना सब कुछ सुन के भी लड़के को लॉकअप में डाला गया था, उसके ऊपर एक्ट्स और चार्जेस लगा दिए गए थे। मैं उनको बार बार बोल रही थी कि मेरा 2012 में कन्वर्टेड हूँ मैं 29 ईयर ओल्ड गर्ल हूँ। मैं एक छोटी बच्ची आपने पकड़ के नहीं लाई कि आप मुझे मेरी फैमिली की ओर हैंड ओवर कर रहे हो। उन्होंने मेरी फैमिली को बिना कोई मेरी स्टेटमेंट रिटन किए हुए मेरी फैमिली को मुझे दे दिया। मैं बार बार उनसे ये कह रही थी कि प्लीज आप मेरे डॉक्यूमेंट्स देखिए। उन्होंने मेरे डॉक्यूमेंट्स चेक भी किए, स्टिल उन्होंने मेरी फैमिली को मुझे हैंड ओवर कर दिया।
The third instance which came to light was of someone called Khadija, earlier Viranpal. This has also resulted in her having to put out a video saying her marriage and her conversion were of her free will.
मेरा नाम खतीजा है और मैं 2-3 महीने पहले मेरा भी कन्वर्जन हुआ है। मेरा जो प्रीवियस नेम था वो विरनपाल कौर था। तो मेरा 3 महीने पहले मेरा कन्वर्जन हुआ है और मेरा कन्वर्जन बिल्कुल अपनी मर्ज़ी से हुआ है, बिल्कुल किसी के दबाव में आके नहीं हुआ है, बिल्कुल अपनी मर्ज़ी से हुआ है। मैं खुद विलिंग थी और मैं मतलब सिख कम्युनिटी काफ़ी 3-4 दिन से काफ़ी रूड हो रही हैं। इस वजह से मैंने वीडियो बनाया क्योंकि वो खाली यही कह रहे हैं कि गन पॉइंट्स पे कन्वर्जेंस हुए हैं और कहीं ना कहीं मैंने देखा मेरा नाम भी आया हुआ था, इस वजह से मैंने वीडियो बनाया। तो मैं सबको बताती चलूँ कि कोई भी लड़का चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, शादी के मामले में किसी को फोर्स नहीं कर सकता है। तो मैंने भी अपनी विलिंग से मैं अब खुद विलिंग थी, मैंने अपना कन्वर्जन करवाया, मैंने शादी की मैंने। तो गन पॉइंट पे लव जिहाद का तो कोई मसला ही नहीं है। इन्होंने मैं सबसे अपील करती हूँ कि प्लीज़ फॉर गॉड सेक इस मसले को पॉलिटिकल इशू ना बनाएं। पॉलिटिकल इशू बनाने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है। ब्रदरहुड को तोड़ने की कोशिश की जा रही है कश्मीर में। तो ये जो आपसी बरादरी है, सिख बरादरी या मुस्लिम्स की आपस में जो बरादरी है उसको तोड़ने की कोशिश की जा रही है। मैं अपने ससुराल में खुश हूँ, मैं अच्छे से रह रही हूँ। मैं लगभग 2-2.5 महीने से अपने ससुराल में रह रही हूँ, मैं बहुत खुश हूँ, अच्छे से रह रही हूँ।
Media reports suggest that Khadija has actually moved court with her husband to get police protection. All right, joining us tonight on the show, we have with us Mahesh Inder Garewal, spokesperson of the SAD. We have Jagmohan Singh Raina, chairman All Party Sikh Coordination Committee, joining us from Jammu. We have Abhijit Jasrotia, who's spokesperson of the BJP J&K Head Policy Research Department, and from Delhi, lawyer Shadan Farasat. Mahesh Inder Singh Garewal ji, let me start by asking you that you just heard the voices of all these young women. They're clearly saying that they are marrying and converting of their free will. Nothing was forced, nothing was put at gunpoint. Stop playing politics. Then why is the Akali Dal forcibly trying to communalize this, politicize this? Even get one woman married to somebody else.
Srinivasan, I tell you that these videos and audios are creation of the circumstances. See, rather this thing makes abundantly clear that in what circumstances the minority communities are staying in Jammu and Kashmir.
What are the circumstances?
Circumstances, it's a terror created by the other community. I tell you, the Sikhs are
you don't believe these young women? I mean, they are young women, they are adult women, they are coming out and saying that nothing has been forced on them, and you're dismissing it on what grounds? What is the evidence?
Srinivasan ji, the same thing was happening in Punjab during terrorism, when one body was abducted and after surrounded by so many terrorists,
right,
they wanted, whatever they wanted, they used to get the audio recorded. it's the same circumstances. I tell you, the conversion
Sir,
is the last. Conversion is the last thing which Sikh community can accept. You know the history that Guru Tegh Bahadur martyred only for the sake of that the Hindus should not be converted to Muslims. And today,
sir, how can you speak for the whole? Sir, hold on. There can't be any sweeping generalizations about any community, right? If people are making their own choices, now you're saying these videos are doctored. What about the documents in court? There is an affidavit before the court where the young woman has said that she converted of her free will, she married of her free will. It is before a judge.
Srinivasan ji, I tell you one case of Ludhiana even.
No, I don't want a case of Ludhiana. I'm right now on these instances. No. We can't bring in cases which have nothing to do with this. I'm saying if you look at these three instances, it's not just video. We are talking of legal court-registered documents where the girl has said that she has not been coerced in any way.
Once you are in a capability, you can get anything done and whatever you want. It is
the captivity has been taken. But it's all of you who have taken her into captivity. She's been actually the coercion has happened by, sad to say, political parties. The young woman was acting of a free will. You have had her married off to somebody. You brought her to Delhi. And you're saying there's coercion. Very unfortunate.
Who brought? The parents. The parents brought, and they married her to a Sikh boy. Now you can believe they say that she was not even married.
Sir, parents are saying she was not married. We can put it. Let's put it up on the screen again. Her marriage certificate, registered marriage certificate, is before you. It is before the whole country. You can see it.
This shows.
It is registered.
Yes.
It has a date. It has the statement of the couple.
Yes, this shows who runs the writ in the state. See,
who runs the writ?
Rather,
it's a couple. Okay, let us bring in Jagmohan Singh Raina ji. Jagmohan Singh Raina ji, you believe in you support this? What is happening?
Look, I must convey the viewers and my friends all. Kashmir is a very sensitive place where whatever words are uttered by any person is not only seen by the people of country, but it is seen by the people around the country.
Right.
So it's a very sensitive issue. And at this juncture, when the elections are in Punjab, elections are in Delhi, elections are in UP, and our Sikhs are being used for such things. And I must tell you, I'm consciously my country people and the people at the helm of affairs. It's not easy. You are burning Kashmir once again. Conversion, wherever conversion has gone, people have raised voice. But here you are politicizing this. I had been talking about my Sikh people who demand they should commission for Minority Act in Kashmir. All over country it is there. You are not giving to us. You gave special package to my other minorities.
You're saying, hold on, you're saying something very important. You're saying, this is what I was...
I'm just conveying
No, I'm saying, I just want to underline what you're saying. I'm letting you speak.
Please let me say something now. Don't trouble my voice.
You're saying something very important, that don't politicize this and don't burn Kashmir.
You are giving special packages to other minorities and you are ignoring Sikhs. You have taken our Punjabi land in 200 days. And
so you're saying,
and
sir,
you have taken, but now, now you want to make us gunpowder for your gun.
For elections,
not allowed it to happen. Because we want a special provision. And in the case, I must give you one thing which you must listen.
Okay, sir, I'll come back to you. I need to...
No, please.
Rana sir, you must allow, in all respect to the other panelists, you must allow me to move on, and everyone will have a chance to have their say. This is the question Jagmohan Singh Raina has made, which I want to ask Abhijit Jasrotia, that this is just an attempt to fan the flames in Jammu and Kashmir. It's one thing to try and play this false love jihad narrative in other parts of the country. That's terrible. But imagine trying to do it in Jammu and Kashmir. As he says, you're going to burn the state if you try to do this. Mr. Jasrotia.
Yeah, Srinivasan, look, I have just one thing to say, that if you'll just go by the video of the conversation of that girl with some lady, and which you have played it live also on your channel, the way she's talking to that woman and the way she's using the words against her mother also, you can very well imagine the mental status of that girl. So whatever they were saying, that she was a specially able child, not in her full senses, whatever she has done is that way only. And if somebody has forced her to do such a thing, that is again inhuman, whatever was done. And look,
where is the evidence that she's been forced? I don't understand. Her marriage certificate is there, her nikah nama is there, her conversion deposition is there. Before the court it is saying of free will. I mean, I don't understand. Where is the evidence that is forced? The only coercion that seems to be coming is from a family and politically opportunistic groups that have jumped in because of, as Raina Saab said, elections in Punjab. That's the coercion. That's the forcing.
Srinivasan, let me complete my statement. You played that video where she was talking to some woman. You played that video over here, audio. You played over there.
Yes.
She's saying that her mother does so I'm doing also in the same way. The way she's pointing at her mother. Don't you see the mental status of the girl? That means if her parents are saying that she was a mentally, she was not in her senses, or she was especially.
So on what basis? So if she was mentally, suppose there are mental issues. No, I'm saying suppose there are, even if you assume there are mental issues, what does a political party have to do with that? I don't understand.
If it is. No, I will qualify my statement. I'll tell you that if somebody was waiting the moment she will turn 18 and they will do such a heinous crime. They were waiting for this thing that let her turn 18.
What is the heinous crime?
It was.
I don't understand. What is the crime? This is absurd.
Converting somebody.
The problem is, you cannot accept. No, hold on. You cannot accept young women who are independent, who are making their own choices, and doing, interfaith relationships. It's not acceptable to you, because then the entire, how do you communally polarize if people start marrying each other?
You are not looking at the broader perspective. It is a mental status of someone. If
she's
Shadhan Farasat doing such a thing, and somebody is looking at it as an opportunity.
Shadhan Farasat.
So that is to be looked into.
As I said, Shadhan Farasat, I was saying, bad enough to do this in other parts of India, but trying to stoke this in Jammu and Kashmir, I mean, this is unprecedented.
Yeah, absolutely. So the important thing is that in Jammu and Kashmir, the Sikhs are a very small minority. They're about, I think, 80,000 or so. So if this was an actual case of a forced conversion, it would be a serious issue. But it seems it is not. And, it's one of those, I mean, as a lawyer, I can say we see these cases every day by the tens in High Court, where, couples who are young, who sort of intercaste and interreligious marriages happen, the parents and the immediate community is not able to accept it. And they put all kinds of arguments, from kidnapping to mental disability. And, normally the courts reject it. In this case, as you have rightly pointed out, it's gotten politicized at the national level. The Home Minister was spoken to. So the whole scenario got politicized. Otherwise, I don't even think the girl would have been, if the due process of the law would have been followed,
right,
the girl would not have been brought against her wishes back and then married in a half to some other boy without even properly determining what her wishes were.
No, and what was disappointing was the courts, that the courts, they saw all this evidence and yet they handed over to the family.
Yeah, that's right. So, I mean, I guess there were a lot of different, different things that play here.
Right.
I have a point.
Including politics at a national level, which etc. Even in Punjab and Haryana, if you look at the High Court, every day they grant protection to young people who are actually running away from their family after marrying into an intercaste or inter-religious setup.
Yeah. I would just say, Grewal Saab, that Akali Dal, all political parties should just walk away from this. The BJP is stoking the love jihad fire. For God's sake, the Akali Dal shouldn't fall into that trap. Walk away from this. If anything you want to do, support these brave young women who are at a huge risk. making their own choices and determining, who they want to spend the rest of their life with. Rather than try to
Akali Dal came into picture when the Sikhs in Jammu and Kashmir made demand publicly that Manjinder Singh Sarsha should come to Srinagar.
Sir, but you just had Mr. Raina saying, Mr. Raina is here, Chairman, All Party Sikh Coordination Committee. He's saying, for God's sake, we don't want you to come and play politics in our state.
We can't close our eyes on the forcible conversions. Even the Jathedar of Akal Takht has already issued a request and appeal to the Governor of the Jammu and Kashmir to make law against the conversion.
Sir, I'm saying you're saying forcible conversion when there is no evidence of forcible conversion. That's the unfortunate thing. Anyway, Raina Sahab.
Srinivasan, you will see after a few days, everybody will come out against this.
Okay, Raina Sahab, very worrying, but are you hopeful that this will now die itself out, it will fizzle out? Especially now you've heard the young women saying there was nothing. Okay. Raina Sahab, we'll just come back to you in a second. I think we've lost your audio. We'll come back to you in a second. But Abhijit Jasrotia, any chance now, after hearing the clear testimonies, that sanity will prevail? Not just the testimonies of the women. You've just heard Jagmohan Singh Raina himself saying that don't do this. You're burning Kashmir.
See, Srinivasan, you try to look at the things from your perspective only. When
I'm not talking about my perspective. I'm just talking about the facts on the ground. I'm talking. You just heard Mr. Raina. Okay, forget Srinivasan Jain. I'm saying Mr. Raina is chairman all Sikh party committee. At least listen to him.
Court has returned that girl to her parents. Then where are you? Now court has returned that girl to her parents. Then what was the reason behind it? So either you go by the court or you go by your own version. You are having two sides of everything. I don't know what pleases you in defaming BJP in this. I think we are quite clear, because when it comes to minorities, we are going to stand for minorities, and we have always stood for minorities. May it be CA or anything, we always stand for minorities.
BJP is standing for minorities.
India is the only one country, India is the only country which can really take care of the minorities the way we have taken care of them. You are today talking like you are towing the line of Pakistan. The way things happen in Pakistan when
hold on. This is the most absurd thing I've ever heard. I've heard quite a lot of absurd statements on the show tonight, but I've heard the most absurd thing from you that I'm towing the line of Pakistan. Listen, Mr. Jasrotia, Mr. Jasrotia, hear me out. When you don't have any other argument, you play the Pakistan card. I mean, for God's sake, when is this going to stop? Anyway, Raina Sahab, I think we have you back. Yes, Mr. Raina, is it now? Okay, just a second, Mr. Jasrotia. Mr. Raina, will hopefully things settle down? I mean, now these videos, will things calm down now? Or are you still worried?
I am still worried because the things have gone very bad in Kashmir.
Right.
Because I will just want to narrate you the incident when this girl was handed over to us. It was 26th Saturday. The girl was taken to the court by somebody I don't know, and her parents wanted to enter the court. They were stopped at the gate, and they kept crying at the gate. We heard us also. Nobody allowed them. And they asked some boys to come. And then a huge crowd protested in front of gate. These young boys, hats up to them. They just said, if you take this family inside, their parents, let them say whatever in the court. But whatever was happening in the court, nobody knew it. No Sikh was allowed in the court. And even somebody came out from the court, they got forcefully signed from that parent.
Right.
And when they asked me at the night 8:30, Raina Sahab, you come, please see what is happening here. Then I spoke to some high-ups in the Kashmir administration. Then they asked police officers, hand over this to, otherwise it's going to burn. What I am talking,
Shadan,
please.
I have very little time. Can I just get a last comment from Shadan? Shadan, so, I mean, what kind of role do you think the courts can play? We're seeing, in some instances, court pushing back against this bogus, love jihad business, else in other parts of India.
Yeah, I think normally if courts are allowed to function and there is enough time for them, they apply their mind, especially at the high court level, but even at the lower court level, they do grant protection to young couples. But I am overall positive. I think the Sikh and Muslim relationship in this country is very strong. I think both minorities have faced majoritarianism at different times. They understand, how it is to be a victim. So I think they will. I think I'm not too worried about the long-term this thing, but certainly it's an incident which should not have been politicized, and facts should have been the primary basis. If there was coercion, by all means take recourse to the law. But if there wasn't, there was no need to politicize an incident like this.
Right, and also importantly, as my colleague Nadir is just reminding me, that you can't enter a courtroom when a 164 statement is being recorded before a magistrate. Shahzad
That's correct, because that will show pressure from, that will basically, the person who's giving the statement has to be without any pressure. If a family member is present, then that can be implied pressure. That's why they're not allowed inside.
Exactly. So this whole business that nobody was allowed, she was recording a 164 statement. Technically, no one else can be allowed. So, anyway, we're out of time.
I felt something manipulation-like,
right.
Somebody facilitating the issue.
Anyway, this is a point of law, so one has to respect that. All right, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thanks for watching Reality Check. Good night.